Hey Josh,
Yo.
is that time of week again?
We got This Week in Startups.
What are they going to stick around for?
We got Amazon new device for kids, SoundHound,
Yep.
and Google's new AI voice assistant.
Oh.
So this week in startups, we got some really cool news. Amazon, they announced an Echo for kids.
Yep. Why?
Why? It's interesting, actually. I think that big question of why, the biggest question is why. They're giving out they're selling the Amazon Echo. They're saying, here's the Echo, normal, heaps of parental controls. You can kind of time of day, content, everything. It's fully rubber, so.
But do you touch it? I thought it just sits in the corner.
Yeah, it sits there, but it's rubber. So, kids manage to, they get to everything, right?
My kids get to everything.
Right, so they got the Echo, it's rubber. They give you a 2-year replacement guarantee, no questions asked. Okay. Good on you, Amazon.
I'll take
and
it.
they give you a free, first-year subscription is free to their, kids package.
So is this like YouTube and YouTube Kids?
Yeah. It's filtered content, all that kind of stuff.
So they need another device for that?
Well, I think the idea is that this device will be somewhat separate. And it's kind of strange, right? You think, can't they just incorporate it into their regular Echo? What's the big deal here? But what they are doing, they're kind of taking the role of parenting and saying, kids, say please. If you're not saying please to your Echo, it's not going to give you what you want.
Okay, you've got me.
So I'll
take
cool.
2.
That's cool. But, I think it's interesting. It's the bigger question for me and the bigger why is that if we think about the retail sector in the kids wear, they know that if a parent isn't going to spend money on themselves, damn sure they're going to spend money on their kids, right?
Totally. Yep.
And if your kid is used to saying, "Hey Alexa," from the age of 6, when she's 18, she's a sure deal.
Oh, right. So what I like about it, and I'm probably fantasizing a little bit, hey Alexa, can you please put some chocolate chip cookies in my Amazon shopping cart?
Yeah.
Alexa responds, Madison, have you got permission from Daddy about that? And she responds, yes. Well, then Daddy told me whenever you order something for him, you must order something. Whenever you order for you, you must order for him as well. So I'm coming around on that. I just don't know if it needs to be a separate device.
It doesn't need to be a separate device. I'm not really certain that Amazon's intentions are pure in this sense. And but seriously,
really?
Yeah, but they're hooking kids into using their product before they're born. And I know in Australia, banks have been doing that for ages. They go into schools, Commonwealth Bank goes into schools, gives you a Dolomite account and says, hey guys, we're not going to teach you about spending, but we're just going to set you up so when you're 18, you're ready to bank with us.
Totally.
And Dolomites was cool at the time. Now it's coming to light that people aren't so happy with Dolomites because of the Combank's intentions.
Right. And by the way, the data.
And the data.
that could potentially become, intercepted.
Yeah, and used in a way that you definitely wouldn't want. And so that's they're my thoughts, they're my digestions from it. So
I'm okay with it. Next.
Do you remember SoundHound?
Yes.
Do you remember? Let me paint you a picture. 10 years ago, you lie back.
Oh yeah.
10 years ago, iPhone, the 3 or 3S had just come out. We got Android who's getting its shit together. Well, you don't remember that.
Hold on. This was years ago, or is this talking about today?
I'm talking about 10 years ago.
Or in the future.
And you had on your phone, you had 2 applications. You had Shazam, you had SoundHound.
Yep.
Shazam, you would do first. You'd be like, Shazam, what's this song? And you knew for damn sure if you couldn't find it on Shazam, you'd find it on SoundHound, right? In the past 10 years, do you know what's happened to SoundHound? Have you heard about them?
No.
I haven't heard shit. But they're doing amazingly. They've just entered the Unicorn Club. So, this is really crazy because we know last year Apple bought Shazam for $840 million or something like that.
Wow.
So their valuation is actually higher.
Has to be.
SoundHound's valuation is higher than when Apple bought Shazam, which is a big deal. 6 months later, so not a huge time difference. I guess
but not that big value. Like if it's 800
No.
so a few months later, it's like...
Yeah, but it's pretty good. But I guess what's interesting is the strategic difference. So SoundHound, in all this time, has released this app called Houndify, which is like the Echo, it's like the Google Home, it's like the HomePod, whatever you want to call it. And it's like all these devices, but they've been training their voice assistant for 10 years. They've got 10 years worth of data that they're using. So what they do, they don't go to a consumer and say, hey, consumer, use my product. They don't. Amazon goes to young businesses and say, businesses of the future, let's call them, and says, hey, young businesses of the future, use Amazon and develop on our platform, we'll give you X. Houndify goes, or SoundHound goes, hey, corporate, use our product, you're already big, you can pay lots of money, start using our product, and then like having this top-down kind of approach. So coming at it from the opposite direction. So in this recent like raise, they've got like Tencent, they've had Samsung, they've had Hyundai, Daimler, like all these amazing huge companies, and they're just pushing it into the hands of these corporates.
I like it.
Their strategy into China, we know Amazon, Facebook have both...
Yeah, but Tencent's also a big player there, right?
Right, so they're leveraging their connections to grow in like a separate market as well, which I think is just incredible.
Amazing. I think that, like we have this ongoing conversation, my COO and I, we talk about, we always get to the same number. But we come at it from different directions. I come at it from an entrepreneurial, like 7 and 2 is 9. He's like, no, 6 and 3 is 9. So I like that they've gone.
Yeah, like two opposite directions, right?
But
they're arriving at similar
conclusions, but they're also very successful.
Yeah, so my question next is, what do you think? Do you think Apple maybe made the wrong purchase in Shazam? Because their end game at the end of the day is to compete in that market.
You don't think Apple had conversations with SoundHound before they made the decision?
I don't know. I wasn't in the boardroom, but maybe. Reach out, let us know, boy.
Let me know, would you? I don't think Apple just goes, oh yeah, Shazam. Like they absolutely know who their competitors are.
Yeah.
They can see the data, by the way, via their app store in terms of what the engagements are. At least I would want to know that data if I was Apple. I think competition is healthy.
Okay, I agree.
Yep.
Next. So we're on. You saw this week, sent me an article last night. I'm already way on it.
But you don't respond. I send you something like, hey, we should talk about this tomorrow. I get nothing back. And I don't know what we're going to talk about until you actually bring it up. So we're actually going to talk about something that I brought your attention.
Yeah. Oh, you put it on the forefront of my mind. Let's say that.
Yeah. Amazing, right?
So, it's unbelievable. Google had their developer conference this week, and you saw their new voice assistant in action. What they call it, Duplex. So this is incredible.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to cut. We're going to come back in 30 seconds. You're going to watch what Duplex is all about, and then we're going to resume.
What time?
At 5 p.m.
Okay. And your name?
The first name is Daniel. That's Daniel.
Okay. You're all set.
Okay, great. Thanks.
We'll see you next Friday. Okay, thank you. Bye.
So did you pick up on anything unusual there? Because as it turns out, the guy in that phone call is a robot, specifically Google Assistant. Specifically, you can ask your Google Assistant on your phone or your Google Home to make a reservation for you, and it can call and do it, and that's what it sounds like. Holy smokes.
Resume.
30 seconds later. What did you guys think of that? Was that not incredible?
That was unbelievable, right?
Unbelievable.
And so this whole natural language assistant thing, it's unbelievable, right?
Unbelievable. And the fact that they can talk, one of the articles that I saw was you could tell it was a robot after they brought it to your attention.
Yeah.
But they mimic your voice.
They mimic the intonation, the pauses, the inflections at the end of a question, when your voice goes upwards, all those things that so far bots have just been like flatline. You get a call from a bot, it's like, your insurance is due, and that's it. That this is like game changing, right?
Totally game changing.
People are scared though.
I was going to say, as excited as I was to send you that article last night, I'm pretty nervous about it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's a crazy thought, and I think the risk that I see is that if someone misuses this, say you got your mum or your nana on the phone, they call a home phone and say, hey, you know, we're this person, we're doing this for this charity. Humans are predictable, right? We can measure humans if we have enough data. And these robots could really take advantage of that, or these AI voice assistants could really take advantage of that. And that's something that I'm kind of cautious about. And our boy Elon, he's mentioned that we need to have like rules and controls over these areas. Has he foreseen this? Probably.
He's been to the moon and back, dude.
Yeah, he's got it sorted.
He knows what's going on in the future. He's been to the future.
That dude's been probed by aliens, man. He knows. He's got a crazy mind.
I love it though. I follow him on Twitter, and he started to throw some punches out there.
Really?
Yeah, just being a bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
And daring people, like, and the retweets and the comments are just insane.
Yeah, he's a smart dude, you know. And so he's predicted like these problems for ages.
There's gonna be some serious issues and serious damage that's gonna go on here unless we have an opportunity to sort of, and I don't think we can contain it.
Yeah, and I think, you know, there's a possibility, but there's always going to be people who misuse it, right? And like, if there's any law, like international law, what created about this, you know, not everyone has to abide by it. You know, if there's governments around the world who think this isn't important to us, or there's individuals who think this isn't important to us, then that's just the way it's going to be, you know?
Yeah. Look, I'm deeply into this whole Cambridge Analytica misuse of data breach. Combank had it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
When I was living in the US, Target had it.
I'm saying a lot of companies had it. LinkedIn had it not so long ago.
Yeah, and Facebook obviously had it as well with the Cambridge Analytica. And now I noticed, like, as soon as that broke, every single one of these tech platforms started changing their terms and conditions.
Yeah, I've got sent so many emails.
So many updates are going on. I think it's a sign. I think it's a sign of things to come. I'm the eternal optimist. I was just on the phone with my chairman.
Yeah. And
I was like, dude, as dark a place you can take me, I'll always find that light. And he loved that about me, but I do have concerns.
Yeah.
I have concerns about the people, you know, the radicals that go and blow themselves up.
Yeah.
This is going to be the new
thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Google has said they wrote or they responded. They don't respond to many like tech websites, but they responded to CNET and said, when this is like public, and it's going public in the US summer, so in a matter of months, right? Or testing at least, it's going to identify itself as a voice, as a personal assistant, as a bot. It's going to say, hi, I'm a bot. I'm calling on behalf of Toby. This is what we need to do.
It's unlikely that will happen in calling on behalf. I don't understand how people have PAs sometimes.
But like, it's just your PA. So instead of like you employing someone, you say, hey, actually, what do you say? Hey Siri. Hey Siri, I need a book.
Hey Siri, she's fucking hopeless. It's indifferent, but
cool tech.
I'm optimistic about it.
Yeah.
I really want the place and the world to be better than what it is. If this is going to add value, like, bring it on fast. I do have concerns about those radicals out there that are going to use it for bad, or people that are going to get duped into, scams and whatnot with it. But all in all,
pretty good.
Pretty cool.
And that's
This Week in Startups. See you next week.